Look at my baby out here. All these people out here for her.
I'm so sorry.
The police did this to my daughter. They killed the police. Killed them in front of my daughter.
Sorry, baby.
We have to go through this. The police did this to us. They asked him to show his identification. He was licensed to carry, and as he was reaching for his ID in his back pocket, the police bear arms. I'm the woman who recorded the video. I'm the one, my daughter is the one that was there. The police officer stopped us for a busted tail light that was not busted. They pulled us over on the side of the road, asked for license and registration. As he was reaching for his license and registration, he told the officer that he was licensed to carry and had a bare arm. As he got back comfortable, the police took 4 or 5 shots into him for no reason. They took his life for no reason. They did this to my daughter and they did it to me, and I want justice and I want peace.
Yes. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, baby.
The police did this to me. They took an innocent man away from us.
I'm so sorry.
He didn't do anything. He did exactly what the police asked.
I'm so sorry, baby. Open her heart, Lord Jesus.
Oh, justice.
Oh, Lord Jesus, please. Let
justice.
Jesus, please.
Bring these people to the UN.
I pray, Lord
Bring
Jesus,
some genocide charges against
It's not
them.
right. It's not right.
Lord Jesus,
These police should not be able to just bear arms on innocent people in front of kids. My daughter will be forever scarred behind what the police of Falcon Heights did to us for no apparent reason. They asked him for identification, and before they gave him a chance to get it, they bared arms on him. He took his last breath in front of us, where he died on the scene. Lord, please ask that
This falls on the Supreme Courts as well, because they just reversed the Fourth Amendment rights.
It's not fair. They giving all these people, these authorities, the right to kill us. It could have been you. It could have been you. It could have been you or you or you.
Yeah.
It could have been any of us. I want justice. He should not be home with his family. He should be somewhere in jail, handcuffed.
That's right.
They took me to jail.
they should have held him.
They didn't feed us. They didn't give us water. They took everything from me. They put me in a room and separated me from my child.
Oh, wow. Oh.
They treated me like a prisoner. They treated me like I did this to me, and I didn't. They did this to us. They took a black man away. He worked for St. Paul Public Schools. He never had a criminal record. He never did anything. No gang affiliated, nothing. He was a hardworking man. His birthday is in 9 days. They took him 9 days before his 35th birthday.
Listen.
Jesus. It's not fair and it's not right. I appreciate everybody for being here. I thank the world for supporting me. I thank everybody for sharing that video. I just ask that we get justice. If nobody has ever came together for anything in this world, put your differences aside. Put them in your back pocket. Let's stand together. Let's come together, you guys. We didn't do this to our community. The police did this to our community. It used to be safe here, but the police, the people that's supposed to serve and protect us, are not serving us, and they are not protecting us. They are taking innocent people away from their families. They are taking innocent people off the streets, and it's not okay. It's not okay. They tampered with evidence. They took me off the scene. I was not allowed to talk to anybody. And up until 5 o'clock this morning when they dropped me off on my doorstep.
Wow. Are you serious? Is that right?
5 o'clock this morning, they dropped me off on my doorstep.
But they've been saying she's been released.
They said that I was not released. I was not released. My name is Diamond Reynolds, and and I have not been released. I was not released till 5 o'clock this morning when I arrived at my house with 2 squad cars.
Where did they have you at?
They had us in Roseville. At the precinct in Roseville, from right where it happened at.
Right around the corner from my house.
And Falcon Heights precinct is where we was. They separated my daughter from me. They didn't feed us, and they tried to place the blame like it was something we did. Everyone, we didn't do anything.
We know.
We put our hands in the air. We knew our rights, and we followed procedure. As following procedure, he bared arms. Not 1 shot, not 2 shots, not 3, not 4, but 5 shots.
Listen.
What did the officer say after he shot him?
Fuck! Oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He was crying. They took my phone and threw it. After they had guns, machine guns pointed at my back. As it was still recording.
That whole department needs to be shut down.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
That whole department needs to be shut down.
Baby, I'm so
Did anyone
sorry.
try to
He
comfort
took
you?
my lifeline. That was my best friend. I don't have any family in Minnesota. I don't have nobody.
Baby, you got people here for you now.
I
We
love
praying
you
for
guys,
you.
and
We
I
praying for
appreciate it.
you.
Please, God.
We praying for you.
Please,
Don't nobody
God, pray
deserve
for
to
my
go
daughter,
through
pray
that.
for me. I ask
Yes.
that you guys just please keep praying.
Yes, I'm a mother. I understand, girl. We all understand. We have
It's not
children. We
fair.
understand. You don't deserve
He
this.
killed them in front of us for no reason.
But you gotta pull through so we can get justice for him. You doing such a good job. You being so strong.
It's hard to be strong, you guys. It's my
You're
first
doing
time
it. You're
crying
doing it.
since
You're
all
doing
of this
it, though,
has
but you're
happened.
doing
I've
it,
been
though.
trying to be
You're
so
doing
strong
it, though.
for my daughter, and my daughter's been being stronger than me.
You doing
that
it, though.
little
We heard
girl,
her.
she is the warrior behind
definitely
this.
is.
Without this little angel on my side, I would never have been able to make it through this. Without that little girl, she prayed for me. She told me she would never leave my side, and she's been by me throughout all of this. So she's the one who needs the prayer, you guys, because I will be okay. But I don't know if I can say the same for my 4-year-old daughter. I don't know if I can say the same for her.
Diamond, what was he like? We didn't know who
He was a very, very sweet man. He was very loving, not gang affiliated. He worked for St. Paul Public Schools for well over 10 years. He never had a criminal history. All he did was went home and played the game. He wasn't in home, and he took care of my daughter. That was it. I worked 2 jobs, he worked 1 job, and we support each other by taking care of my child. That's not it. My daughter is not his child, but he raised her and took care of her as if she was his. And without him, I don't know how we'll be. Away from me much bigger than materialistic things. And they took a part of my heart. He took a part of my soul. Our birthday is 3 days apart. I will not be celebrating my birthday, but I will be celebrating the life of one that's gone and that will no longer be here anymore.
Diamond, did he say anything to you?
He didn't have any last words. He didn't. His eyes rolled in the back of his head and he was dead instantly.
How did you remain so calm?
My daughter. My daughter was my lifeline. My
a
daughter told
choice.
me to stay strong, and that's what I had to do. My daughter told me don't cry, and that's what I had to do.
Amen.
My daughter prayed for me. My daughter, if you guys see that video that went viral, everyone will see that this was a very detrimental situation. Not only to me, not only to her, but everybody in this community. Everybody in this world. Not just blacks, not just whites, not just Asians, but everyone. This affected everyone. And not Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. Every single life out here matters. No matter the color, the race, the nationality, we all deserve to be heard. No one deserves to be taken away. Why should it be okay to have firearms for officers that do not know how to do things at the right procedures? He had no probable cause to take my boyfriend away from me. And to take him away from my daughter. You took her away and now they have to pay. I will not be able to sleep until I get justice. I need justice. I need peace. I want justice. I want peace. I want justice. And even after justice, this will never go away.
Listen.
They held you in the room for 5
They
hours
held me in a
and didn't give you
room,
anything
no
to drink?
water, no
They
food.
let you make a phone call?
They took my phone, no numbers.
Threw the phone away.
I don't have my phone. They took over my Facebook. They took nothing. They took my groceries. They took everything that I had at the time.
In that car.
And then they seized the car for evidence. They seized my phone for evidence. They seized my Facebook. Everybody who shared that video, they don't want you guys to be a part of this. They don't want us to stand up for one another. They don't want us to support each other. They want everybody to stand up for them. They're going to tamper with evidence. They're going to tamper with witnesses. They're going to do whatever they have to do to cover their butts. And this is not right. It's not acceptable.
Did they have a police chaplain come and comfort you?
No one comforted me. No one comforted me. All they said that this is not their department. The BCA came hours after they removed me from the scene.
Diamond, we're standing outside of the governor's mansion. What do you want him to do? What do you want Governor Mark Dayton to do?
I want Governor Mark Dayton to allow these people who are licensed to carry to have more rights. If we are able to license to carry, then a police officer should not be able to gun a man down for no reason. Exactly. Also, I would like for him to get more involved in these police officers. They have mental problems. They have battles that they're fighting. So when they're coming out here to serve and protect, they're not serving and protecting us because they're damaged from all the past and previous people they didn't kill.
Yes. Say it again.
So when they come forth to preserve and protect, not only did they hurt us, they hurt our community. And it's not okay. It's not acceptable. No one comforted me. No one was there for me. They all was for each other. Every single department.
Can you describe how the whole thing developed?
The whole thing developed when we were riding west down Larpener, southbound, thank you very much, and we got pulled over what allegedly was supposed to be a broken tail light. When he let us know that we had a broken tail light, he asked us, were we aware of it? We said no. As we said no, he tells us to put our hands in the air. We have our hands in the air. At the time as our hands in the air, he asked for license and registration. My boyfriend carries all his information in a thick wallet in his right side back pocket. As he's reaching for his back pocket wallet, he lets the officer know, officer, I have a firearm on me. I begin to yell, but he's licensed to carry. After that, he began to take off shots. But, don't move. But how can you not move when you're asking for license and registrations? It's either you want my hands in the air or you want my information and my identification. It's either you want me to freeze when I'm not being arrested or you want me to reach for my identification to let you know who I am. I can't do two things at one time.
Okay.
I'm Trayvon Martin, you Trayvon Martin, we're Sandra Dean, you're Sandra Dean. We are the people. We are the people. And we can't keep allowing these people who are supposed to serve and protect us take us away from our family, take us away from the loved ones, take us away from these children. He was a good man. He worked at the Selby Elementary School, Obama. He works there. Some of y'all kids might know him.
They love him.
His name was Phil. J.J. Hill is where he works. And all of you guys, he was never a bad man. He never did anything to hurt anyone. He was the quietest, most laid-back person you will ever meet. He was loving. So even for the police to take him away, nothing within his body language said intimidation. Nothing within his body said, shoot me. Nothing within his body language said, kill me, I want to be dead. He did not do nothing but what the police officer asked of us, which was to put your hands in the air and get your license and registrations.
Tell me about that officer. What was his race?
He was Asian, he was short, he was black,
no glasses, about 5', 6.5", about 156,
What's his name?
70.
Officer Vane.
I'm not sure. I tried to get his badge number. I tried to get all of his information. They would not release any information to me, badge number. They said that when the investigation was final or started, that would let me know what was going on. All they gave me was a business card.
Did they try to help him by any?
The police officer soothed him. They pulled him over to the side and they began to calm him down and tell him that it was okay and he would get through this.
What about
As they put me in the backseat of the police car.
First aid for what about
They
first
left
aid?
him sitting in the car after they shot him.
No one checked his
Nobody checked his pulse, nothing. The police officer that was on my side walked away to call for backup, and the police officer that shot him was still standing there with his gun still drawn after he was shot.
Diamond, where were you coming from and where were you going?
We were coming from the grocery store, from putting food in my house for myself and my daughter. We had all been at work all day. He had just left from the shop for getting his hair done for his birthday. We had left from dropping my sister off, who lives by the state fairgrounds, and as we're dropping her off from getting groceries from her, the officer pulls us over to talk about a broken headlight that was not broken.
And one of the first things they teach you in the permit to carry class, I've been through that, is when an officer pulls you over, let him know that you have a permit to carry and that you have a weapon.
And who lets you know that they have a weapon?
And the instructor told us that several times. Several times they told us that.
And he didn't give us the opportunity before he let off rounds. He asked us for license and registration. As he was reaching for his license and registration, he told him he had a bare arm and he began to shoot. He killed him for no reason.
That's what it is.
It's murder.
In all that pain, how were you able to figure out you should put this on Facebook?
Because I wanted everyone in the world to know that no matter how much the police tamper with evidence, how much they stick together, no matter how they manipulate our minds to believe what they want, I wanted to put it on Facebook and go viral so that the people could see. So that the people could see. I wanted the people to determine who was right and who was wrong. I want the people to be the testimonies here. All of us saw with our eyes. Only thing you guys didn't see is when he shot. And if I would have moved while that gun was out, you would have shot me too.
Okay.
So I chose to allow the video to go live 10 seconds before my phone died because I wanted everybody in the world to see what the police do and how they roll. And it's not right. It's not acceptable. I didn't do it for pity. I didn't do it for fame. I did it so that the world knows that these police are not here to protect and serve us. They are here to assassinate us. They are here to kill us because we are black. We don't support each other enough, so they feel like they can take us off the map. And it's not okay. A good man, a 35-year-old man, worked for St. Paul Public School, never been fingerprinted, never been handcuffed. He has been taken away from his community. This is detrimental to everybody that's here today, not only me, myself, and my daughter, but everyone in the world. I just ask that everyone continue to pray. I ask that we all get justice. Anybody who's ever lost a loved one or someone close, dear to them, I feel for you guys. And I'm praying for each and every face I see out here tonight because no one deserves this. I have not been able to sleep. I have not been able to eat. I have not been able to work. I have not been able to do anything besides hold my daughter, tell her I thank her how much of a superhero she is.
That's right.
Because she is an angel. She knew that he was gone before I knew. And she said, Mom, the police are bad guys. They killed him and he's never coming back. He's never coming back. And the fact that my 4-year-old had to tell me that he was gone as I'm telling her never speak negativity until our earth. We only speak positive things. She knew that he was gone and he wasn't coming back. They didn't let me know he was dead until 3 o'clock this morning. I didn't arrive home until about 5 this morning.
Not right.
where I asked the BCA, is he dead, more than one time. And all they could tell me is at this point they don't know. But they knew he was dead when they took him from the scene. They told me he was at Regis Hospital. When I got to Regis Hospital, he was not there. He was at HCMC.
Yes.
They sent me in the whole wrong direction, so I never got to see him before they did whatever they did. I never got to say my last words to that man.
Listen.
Because they told me he was at a location that he was not at. Why did they do that? Who knows who tracks they're trying to cover and why the police department is trying to cover it, but it's not acceptable, it's not okay, and it will not be tolerated.
Why would he go to HCMC when there's hospitals closer? If they take him to HCMC, that's a longer ride there.
And to show you
he could have
inhumanity,
he could have
they
lived.
didn't even comfort her. They comfort the assassin that killed her boyfriend, but didn't offer comfort for her and her 4-year-old daughter.
I want them, not only do I want justice and want peace, but I feel like they deserve him the best funeral that they can throw for him. I feel like doves need to be released. I feel like there needs to be a pastor here praying over these people, nurturing these people. Minnesota got money. Minnesota has money to build stadiums we don't need. They don't have money to help these people. They need to give back to these communities. They need to start funding these funerals to the people that they are taking off this earth for no apparent reason. If we can come together to build a stadium, we can come together to make a wonderful funeral. So that we can embrace this beautiful life that is no longer with us anymore.
Here's Pastor Hand. Let him say.
Go ahead, Pastor.